Hey, what's up guys, Bajheera here. So, good news, the Games and Gain shirts by popular demand are back once again. This is actually round 5 of these Games and Gain shirts, but you guys can't seem to get enough of them, so I'm more than happy to put them back up for you guys, so you can rep your love and support for that Games and Gains lifestyle. So these shirts are going to be available until November 5th, so be sure to get yours while they last. Thank you guys so much for your support of these t-shirt campaigns. You rock, and be sure to tweet me pictures once you get your shirts. Either way, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hey, what's up, guys? Bajheera here. Got another gym video for you guys, and this one's going to be called a push-pull superset workout. Now, this is actually what I do for my back days, but for some of the people who are looking to either switch up their routine, or some beginners in the gym who are looking for some idea of some workouts they could try out, this is a really fun one. One of the reasons why this also might be good for beginners is because I tend to think that a good way to really get your first experience in the gym is to work with machines a little bit. That's how I got started with the gym, you know, way back in the day, just working out on machines, because it allows you to get the idea for how to use your muscles to flex them against resistance, and it doesn't really involve a whole lot of, you know, small support muscles going on. There's not a lot of stabilization, which is important later on, but when you're just getting started and just learning how to get some exercise, it's really okay to work out on some machines. And for those of you guys who aren't really sure, you know, what you should be doing, you know, you feel a little bit out of place, you can try something like this. Find a set of machines where you can do some pulling exercises, like the pull downs I was showing you, and then some pushing exercises, like this basic, you know, this is like kind of like a flat bench kind of pushing style. You're really just pushing straight out, not a lot of incline or decline to speak of. It's just real basic chest press machine. So what this is going to do is this sort of pulling movement, depending on which one you do. You can do a pull down, you can do a row, as I'll show you a little bit later. These are going to work your back muscles and a little bit of your biceps as well, and a little bit of the back part of your shoulders. So this is going to get you real nice and warmed up and help build your back. And then the fun part is, when you swap over to the pushing exercises, it pretty much works the opposite muscles. So whereas pulling works on your back and your biceps and your rear delts, the rear part of your shoulder, the pushing exercises work your chest, your triceps, and the front part of your shoulder. So what this is going to do is going to give you a pretty fun pump. That's one of my absolute favorite things to do in the gym, is doing this push-pull style. So even on my chest days and my back days, I will always include some of the opposing movement, even if I'm focused on mainly training my chest. So this day is mainly focused on training my back, and even though I trained chest the day before, I still love coming in here, hopping on these chest press machines, usually just maxing the weight out at this point, which is really fun, and getting a little bit of a chest pump in while we're still training back really hard. Another one of the fun things about this is that you can switch up the exercises if you need to, but it gives you a pretty solid base of what to do at the gym, right? So if you guys are not really certain, you know, find these two machines and just go ham, you know, tear it up for as long as you feel like it. You know, you can do this for 30 minutes, you can do this for 15 minutes, you can do this for an hour. I mean, you'll get the idea of it. You start getting a good rhythm. And in terms of recovery time, I guess that's another question that you guys might ask. I really don't take much recovery in between these sets. Usually I'm using the chest set to rest my back, and then obviously the back set to rest my chest. And maybe I'm grabbing a drink of my alpha aminos in between sets, but I'm really not taking a whole lot of time to recover. Now that I'm bulking, I'm not doing a whole lot of cardio these days, but I do stay pretty active with my workouts. So I'm not taking a lot of recovery time, which keeps these workouts pumping, keeps my heart rate up without actually having to do cardio. So now you're going to notice I'm switching up to a different chest press machine. This chest press machine involves a little more incline. So if you can find an incline machine, you want to work a little bit more of the top part of your chest, you could try this. Or maybe if somebody is on your chest press machine, you just hop over to something else. That's the thing. When you're at the gym, there's going to be some gym courtesy, especially if you're using two machines kind of at the same time as part of a superset. Don't get real pissed off if somebody wants to work on the machine that you're using. Just ask them if you can work in, basically. Because the way I feel about it, you're allowed to maybe reserve like one machine that you're working on as your primary machine, and then you can ask if somebody will let you work in. Say if you're mainly training your back, you got this row machine that you're working on, and then somebody hops on your chest press machine that you're using while you're doing your row. Just go over there, ask them if you can work in between sets, and usually they'll be just fine, and it's no worries. But speaking of this row machine, this is another machine that you might want to check out. This is more of like a cable, so less of a machine, but one of the ways I like to think about the row is that the pull downs increase the width of your back, rows, movements like this, increase the thickness of your back. So it kind of makes your back muscle a little bit more dense because you're pulling behind your body. You're pulling through your body rather than down. So it's just kind of a way to think about it. Either way, no matter what you're doing, you're really going to want to flex your back as much as possible. And if you guys have watched my gym videos, that's one of the things that I talk about a lot, is the mind-muscle connection, is actively flexing the muscles that you're trying to train. And as a beginner, it's okay. I understand that you're probably just going to want to try to push the weight around, but just get in the habit of when you're training to try to think about what muscle you're actually working while you're doing these exercises, and feel that muscle contract and stretch as you go, because as you progress, you'll get better and better at learning what that feels like, which will actually allow you to train that muscle more intensely, even if you're not using as heavy weight. Just something to think about. Either way, guys, this is a really fun workout, probably one of my favorite workouts right now, so I wanted to share it with you guys. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. If you do enjoy these gym videos, please be sure to hit them with a thumbs up. Feel free to leave any questions or comments in the comment section below, and of course, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace!